Yorke Peninsula has an incredible amount to offer. Firstly, our quality of life here is exceptional. We have all the infrastructure in the main towns with the hospitals covering right through the centre of the peninsula.
Yeah, actually all the communities on the Yorke Peninsula are very close knit. Doesn't matter which one you live in. Everybody's very, very friendly. The community facilities are great for sport. Most of the towns have playing ovals and golf courses and bowling greens, and there's a really good community spirit right throughout the Yorke Peninsula. So you can't really pick one town and say that one's better than the other, because all of them have their advantages, and they're just great areas to live in.
If the weather's right, we'll get the boat out. It's a 10-minute ride down to the beach with the tractor and the boat, and within another 15 minutes we're out on the fishing ground and normally hooking some whiting, or in my case missing whiting, because I tend to feed the fish a lot more than I catch them. But yeah, and we'll go fishing, we'll get a feed and come back in, and then we might have some family and friends up from Adelaide and a barbecue and some nice fresh whiting fillets.
The friendship over here is just so good. We're a really close bunch of friends, and you know, there's always something to do around here. We'll find if there's nothing, we'll just make something to do, sort of thing. You know, we've got the beach and all of that, so in summer we live down there.
Well, it's nice to walk down the street and say hello to everybody. Actually, the three towns are getting larger, and I don't quite know everybody anymore, but I do my best to keep up. But I think everybody likes that easy manner of people where the tension is not there.
Yorke Peninsula for us is a relaxing, quiet environment with just no, I don't like to say the word, but no stress. It's just so easy.
It's very busy in the city life, where in the country life people are a lot more relaxed.
A bit more happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, really good environment, yeah, to live in.
It can be hard, but I think you find, like with here, it's a little bit easier to get to know people because everyone socialises, you know, at the football club or something like that. And if you play sport, then you get to know the community really quickly. I've joined the local pony club and have all of a sudden found myself a secretary, so I'm getting to know people from outside Minlesson through that. The community spirit out here is just awesome. I've been over to overseas a couple of times with my sport and stuff like that, and the whole community's just pitched in, helped fundraising. They just get so excited, and anything they can do, they just love to help, and it's a real community atmosphere. The newspaper sort of had an article and stuff like that, and then people where my mum used to work at the hospital, they decided they'd put on a fashion parade, and that raised a lot of money, and it was amazing the people who turned up. I think there were over 300 who came.
I don't know what it is about the sea, but it just brings the best out in people. And it's, I think it's just that they feel safe. I think people just feel safe. It's not, there isn't like a big crime rate. Like, people leave their keys in the car and come into the pub and have a drink, and they don't drive home though.
The coastal area is pristine, right the extent of the peninsula. There's surfing at the bottom end, and I think probably the beaches around the Copper Coast are some of the safest family beaches that you'd find anywhere in Australia.
The first thing I bought when I got here was a caravan and a 4x4, so every weekend we go camping on the beach itself, or go to the Flinders Ranges, or just take the van and go wherever.
It's just such an easy lifestyle here that, you know, I get up in the morning, I come out and I feed Sonny, and you know, I have a ride after work and go home, and you know, it's just so easy.
I love the coast and the fishing, from beach fishing to out in the boat, and I wasn't here that long before I bought a house in Edithburgh down the bottom of the peninsula, and all of a sudden the boat arrived pretty shortly after, and yeah, just reaped the benefits of it each weekend, providing the weather's in favour.
I live at a place, if you like, of my dreams. It sounds a bit corny. I have a house which overlooks the sea. I can, from my balcony, I can see the hills of Adelaide, and I'll look out the other side of the house and I can see the grain fields.
The Port Vincent Marina is relatively new. It opened in 2003. About 70 residential allotments and now 110 boating berths, which is great for our area. Very popular. Great place to live. I actually live down there myself, and it's a great lifestyle down there to wake up, and the water's basically right at your veranda step.
I did think I would be able to slip in, I think, easier than what I have. It hasn't been hard. There are a lot of people here that didn't live here when I lived here as a child, so they don't know that I'm actually kind of a local, but then there's all these other people that go, oh, welcome back, it's good to see you back. It's always great to have people come back, come home and things like that. So, yeah, it's been an interesting mix of people, actually.
The amount of people that wave to you when you drive down the road in the car. And what I've actually found now is that I constantly wave to people. But when I go back to Adelaide and I'm waving to people, some of the gestures I get back aren't quite as friendly.
Everybody has some understanding of each other. We may not know each other's wife's name or partner's names, but there is a very, very strong bond that exists, that if anyone was in trouble, someone would always be there to help.
Children makes friends real quickly. My boy, we never heard a word of English before we came here, and he speaks like Aussie now. He gets so embarrassed when I start speaking, he just walks away. The other day he said he wanted to send me to college again to teach me how to speak English properly.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's been a great opportunity. The schooling for the children has been fabulous since we've moved up here. The children have adapted to it really well.
My children all walk to school. My grandchildren walk to school to this day. They walk home afterwards. It's all very safe and good. We know the teachers, you know, you see the teachers in the community and know them.
Generally, we've been very happy with the accessibility of the teachers, that we can approach them at any time. I don't know that when I was growing up in the city I ever had a teacher call around at my place, but we've had a couple around our place, and I think that's good. We think it's very secure, a good place to raise your kids.
It's just like anywhere else, but you do it in a much safer environment, pretty much. You know, our kids have grown up with knowing pretty much everyone in town and everyone knowing them, and they can go out on a Saturday night and I can know what they've got up to before they get home, all those sorts of small town issues.
Children here get involved heavily in sport. That's a very big outlet they have, and you will have trouble finding any child over the age of 5 that doesn't play a sport in this town. It just doesn't happen, and that itself has its own advantages in terms of growth in the individual and you know, communication and relationship formations.
I'm happy here. I know a lot of other immigrants that are very happy here.
I would never look back. I mean, I must admit, I'll be honest, it was quite scary at the start. You're thinking, do we do the right thing? But I would never look back. It's been absolutely wonderful. The opportunity's been great.
I would be very, very surprised if you ever regretted it. I think you'd be very happy and pleasantly surprised when you came to the area. I think you'd be very happy. I think you'd be silly if you didn't.
I'd say, look, you've got to come over and try it. It is a great lifestyle. There's plenty of work available over here. The kids absolutely love it. You're never more than 15, 20 minutes away from the beach.
think clearly before you come over what you would like to do, make some inquiries, but don't hesitate once you've done that because there's plenty here for you.
We say give it a go. Give it a go. Pack up your bags and come on over because there's nothing to be scared about.
I'm glad we've made the move and I won't go back ever, not to go and stay. I'll probably die here someday.